There we go. We got an EA Raw Sports Show today with nothing but the Elite Edition. We got my man Tommy G and Tommy out here. Hopefully, maybe Coach Tommy. We'll see. He's out here doing our Facebook page. Check it out. And if you're in the FFF League, you need to read what he's putting down. I love it. I love it. I don't have time to do it, but you are doing extremely well, Tommy. I appreciate that. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube, listening on Anchor and Spotify. We got my man Brandon in the house, another super champion out here. So y'all gonna get nothing but the best from now on. You know what I mean? I'm loving my Commanders, even though they're crazy sometimes. Love for the Mamba, all the love for my mama. I want to send condolences out to a fellow FFF league member, my man Kevin Botkins and his family. They had a loss. Condolences to them. We thinking about you, Kev, and your family. Brandon, that's your family too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So much condolences to all y'all. Definitely. Always the Rodriguez family. Jordan, I'm for real. You said let's eat. Let's go out to dinner, whatever. Ashley, I hope your daughter gets better. Miss Donna, keep doing good. Rick Hess, thank you for all the love. Hopefully it comes to fruition. Campbell University, we'll see what's going to happen. Because at Rellism Sports Talk, we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to the local talent. Speaking of the local talent, Akeem Jordan, you said yesterday you jumping on now the football season's over. Don't play games because I want to see what you would pick if the Eagles and the Chiefs made it to your former teams. We'll talk about that when we get on. But we talk about the local talent to the big-time storylines. It ain't nothing bigger than the storylines than my boys on Monday Night Football, baby. That's right. I don't get much to cheer for with Washington being a Washington fan. You know, you should know that, right, Tommy, lately? But anyway, but you ain't beat the Eagles, down goes Frazier. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Thursday night's game, which was actually better in the second half than the first half. It was a snooze fest in the beginning. Watch out, contenders, AFC, NFC, and then the bye-bye pretenders. Because some of these people ain't going to be around for the whole time. AFC, NFC, beast divisions.
Yeah.
So Monday Night Football, my Washington Commanders, Tommy. What was your first impressions when you were watching the game?
Man, the Eagles were missing Jordan Davis so much. That was a straight
up. You didn't give us no credit at all. You went straight to.
Oh, you still didn't. I mean, I was not impressed. And then the second impression was it was just unlucky. Like there was a turnover here, then there was a turnover here, then there was a turnover here, and then there was a turnover here. And once I seen the turnover battle just swamp Philly, I knew the game was pretty much over with a 4-yard carry. And they didn't even get that 4-yard carry, but they did run the ball, and that's you gotta have the ball to beat the run. And Philly lost the ball.
What do you think, Brandon? Can you give us some love? Because Tommy don't want to give us no love.
No,
it was an accident. It was lucky. They were missing players. The face mask on Goddard. Oh, man, can we get any more? We don't get no love. Go ahead, Brandon.
No, man. I figured y'all keep it close. I ain't going to say I thought y'all would win. But y'all stuck to it. Y'all fed my boy Robinson. He showed why he's a workhorse. And Hurts didn't hurt. He couldn't do it. He looked off, man. He was off. AJ couldn't get the ball at all.
So was it more, and I'm going to give this one to you, Tommy, was it more of Washington coming together with Heineke, or was it just Philly feeling themselves and the coaching staff? Because the coaching staff gave Sanders, who was he wasn't going to win comeback player of the year, but he was one of them guys we never thought about in fantasy. 2 carries in the first half.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Go ahead.
I mean, there was something like that. And then AJ not showing up and them just not getting the ball to AJ either. You've got AJ out there who you knew you got to get him started, and you're just not going to feed him 6-7 balls in the first half just to get him a boost. Give Miles 7 carries in the first half. That's a different game. Philly played bad that day. That's what I think.
You still ain't giving us he said nothing positive about Washington.
No, Chase Young coming back, I'm waiting to see.
No, you ain't saying about the game. We know Chase Young.
You had one sack. And
Go ahead, Brandon.
It was 4-2 on turnover.
You had them 2 good Bama boys up front. They be holding it down, man.
One sack, sweat.
Honestly, man, Heineke, say what you want about him. He's not great. I like the dude, man. He's gonna throw some picks, but he can win some games, man. He can make some clutch throws. You know he can.
He's a baller. He's not scared to throw the ball.
Let me just stop y'all real quick, please.
Carson Wentz is going
Let me just stop y'all real quick. Heineke is a backup quarterback, okay? He will
But
never
so is
be
Carson
a
Wentz.
starter. I mean,
Wentz is
we're not talking about Carson Wentz right now. We're talking about Heineke, okay? Because at the end of that game, I don't care what. As a Washington fan, I'm waiting for us to do something stupid. At the end of the game, if Graham does not do some Redskin type stuff, I guarantee you Philly was going to win the game.
You think they scored because they could not move the ball and score on them?
I don't know, man. I just feel like, just like the week before against Minnesota, we had that game won. Yeah. What happened? Heineke showed why
he's going to make those throws. He is going to do those things.
He throws the ball like a flutter in the air. He don't have
the he don't have
get it there to get it there. So I'm happy we won. He does bring a little moxie to it. He does bring that to it. I like to see the running backs like Brandon said, Brian Robinson, and actually Antonio Gibson. Maybe that's what he needed as a complimentary back, as a 1-2 punch. Maybe he just couldn't be a lead back. Maybe that's something they figured out going forward. So speaking of going forward, Brandon, the Eagles first loss. I say it was a good thing that they lost. Goddard
for the 72 Dolphins.
Goddard get injured, and now they just got Ndamukong Suh to help with the rush defense. Going forward, what is the biggest thing for you with that? How are they gonna look?
I mean, I don't think Sue is on the level of Davis right now.
Well, he's not, but
I don't think he's been shit for years. But I still think Philly's still the best team in the NFC, maybe the NFL.
We got a lot of haters out here. Y'all don't want to give no love. We got Thanksgiving coming up, and y'all ain't giving no love to nobody.
I said they're the best team in the NFC.
You still say that? I mean,
and y'all beat them. I mean, y'all are half game out.
Great game.
We should have beat the number 2 seed in NFC, which we'll get to that. Go ahead, Tommy. What do you think about them going forward? Is Goddard going to be a big issue, or is it just going to be more A.J. Brown and more Devontae Smith?
He'll be out week 1 of the playoffs. I think that they can pull. They should, if they're a Super Bowl team, should pull through that game. They got too much firepower. Smith, A.J. Brown, Jalen.
They might not play a week if they got the bus.
You're
going to say the same thing about Dallas every other year? Seem like
I don't.
They got too much firepower.
They need to win that game. So if they don't win that, that's on them. I'm not excusing it by injury. And as far as Sue coming back in, that's a huge addition, I think.
So you think it is huge? Brandon said no.
They needed depth on the road. They needed rotational depth.
I think so too.
I mean, it's going to help, but I mean, it's not like Davis out there.
But I mean, they're in the middle of the pack about stopping the run. The elite teams stop the run like that. So I think it can help just to have a body. But let's flip the switch. Just like Brandon said, we have a game out. We're the number 8 seed right now, going into the playoffs. Number 8. So, and Tommy said Chase is coming back. We ain't even played without our boy Chase yet. Chase Young is coming back this week. And then we got to worry about the QB situation, because I think that Carson Wentz was ready to play this week, but the coach and everybody else is like, you're still kind of injured. What do you think, Tommy?
I mean, I think Carson Wentz is a bum. I've pictured him holding a clipboard by midseason this year, and he will be from now on. He's just not the type of guy you can sit behind a guy, because once you put him in, you're pretty much throwing your career behind it. It's going to ruin you. As a coach, you don't want him behind your number 1. It's just like Locke. It's not that type of guy. He's already proved his worth.
Okay. What do you think, Brandon?
Well, I'll go more in depth to when we do our picks. But I think if right now, stick with Heineke, man. He's winning.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to stick with Heineke.
Most upside.
But we're number 8 right now. So Chase Young coming back.
Yeah.
All right. So I could talk about that game all day, but we got to move it forward. Thursday Night Football. It's kind of crazy. The Packers, after that big win over the Cowboys, whatever, Titans. I don't know.
I don't either.
Are the Packers done, Brandon? Are they done for this year? Or are they done just period with the Aaron Rodgers area? And if they're not done, give me some needs that they need for next year.
They're done this year.
They're done this year. But next year,
didn't Aaron Rodgers even say that after the game, we're dead?
He never does.
Didn't he say we're dead?
Oh, he did say that?
I think
I don't know. I can't even watch him speak. It makes me throw up. Go ahead.
You know what I see? First, A.J. Dillon is just not the guy. He's not a backup. I don't think he's that easy. I think their coaching is terrible, I believe, honestly. Dude's got a great record, but look at who he had. Man.
I like it because McCarthy had a good record. McCarthy had a good record at Green Bay too, and he sucks ass.
All the first round picks on defense, and they're not great.
What do you think, Tommy? Are they done this year? Just this year, or until Aaron Rodgers retires? And if so, what do they need?
I think they're finished this year. This year's pretty much over. It's defensive issues as well that are just sinking the ship. So Aaron Rodgers is having to fight a different type of game. He's not able to throw the ball and risk the ball downfield like he could normally if his defense was backing him up. They lose the ball and it's gone for 5 minutes. So that's really killing their game. It's hampering their style so bad. I'd like to see that come back into the fold, and then Aaron Rodgers plays different.
Okay, so no blame for Aaron Rodgers. Nothing about he should have been working with those receivers. Nothing. It's just
no. I mean, I think he's doing what he can. But I mean, I'm telling you, Christian Watson stays healthy. That motherfucker ain't no joke, man.
I mean, he looked different. He won me some money last night on the bet.
I mean, he is fast and big.
Touchdown, baby, big time. I liked it. So flipping the switch. I'm gonna start with you. We're gonna start with you, Brandon, because I don't want to hear about this guy Tannehill. The Titans.
I know all
I give no respect to, but maybe I should. Are they for real? And is Burks gonna turn into wide receivers?
Hey,
rookie wide receivers been doing it. Is Burks gonna do that? Be that guy? And how long
I should have started him this week.
How long can Derrick Henry keep going? Go ahead, Brandon.
Man, first off, I'm pissed off I didn't start Treylon Burks last night this week, but Derrick Henry can do that shit probably another 3 years, man. I think he's built different. He's just
because he ain't getting hit, right?
I mean, he might, but it's not bothering him. You see how big that dude is. He's a freak. Are they for real? No. They have a great head coach. I love Mike Vrabel.
I agree.
They have a solid defense and Derrick Henry, but I like Tannehill. It's not terrible, but he's not going to do it. He's not the guy.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot there, Tommy, since you always praising Aaron Rodgers and Tannehill. I look at both of their teams, and yeah, they got Derrick Henry to the Titans, but he's got Aaron Jones and Dillon. And the wide receivers are kind of suspect on both teams. Why is Tannehill able to do big things and Rodgers can't?
It's what Brandon said, defense.
The defense.
Yeah, that defense in Tennessee is something else. And that's what is amazing to me right now, why I think they do have a chance to be that number 1 seed. Like, they've got an unhealthy defense.
To be the number 1 seed?
To be the number 1 seed. They're one loss away from it. The wrong loss by Philly and the Tennessee Titans can bump ahead to the number 1 seed. They're only 2 losses.
Tennessee's in the AFC, dude.
They went 0-2 to start.
AFC.
They're right behind us.
NFC. They went 0-2. They went 0-2 to start the year and haven't lost since. I mean, they're not playing bad. So what they need to do is rely on that defense to get healthy. When it does, we're talking a whole different ballgame. They did it last year. They lost quick. But regular season, any team not just stacked up against you, that's a Tennessee game.
I like it. I have to give some respect to him a little bit. I mean,
plus 1,300 right now. He did
beat the horrible Green Bay Packers.
I'm telling you. You dropped 10 on them. Right.
He dropped what?
Drop 10 on them. They're like plus 1,300. Drop 10 on the Titans. Those odds aren't fair.
You feel good about that, Tommy? You feel good about that?
Project them winning a little bit because those odds are going to even out.
Come on,
and
man.
Just by that fact alone, I got them as a possibility at the number 1 seed.
All right, we'll get to the AFC. We'll start with the NFC. I said we got the playoff watch out teams. So give me 2 teams in the NFC in their current state, regardless what number they're at, that you see that they're going higher and they could contend for the NFC. We all know about the Eagles and the Vikings and whatnot. I'm going to tell y'all my 2, and then y'all tell me if you agree or not, and then tell me your 2. I said the number 4 seed Bucks. The divorce is final. Tom Brady's, he ain't thinking about nothing no more. They all got new girlfriends, boyfriends. The team's starting to get healthier. And then them Washington Commanders. I think they're going to get scary with Chase Young there. I don't know if they can do anything, but they just beat basically the 1st and 2nd seed already. And we'll see what else is going to happen. I know they always fold it. They're probably going to lose to the Texans this week. But go ahead, Brandon. Who's your two teams as contenders you don't want to see if you're the Eagles or Vikings?
San Francisco will be number 1, I think, and Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Yeah, for the same reasons, right?
Yeah.
Same reason. I mean, they both stopped
Tom Brady and then the defense on San Fran and McCaffrey. I mean, they're dangerous now.
What do you think, Tommy? Who's yours?
I think you could see Arizona actually being hot at the right time.
Arizona?
They're about to pop right now. Yeah, they're about to pop right now. They win this week in Mexico, it gets easier. LA has no chance in this. The biggest obstacle is Geno Smith. I mean, Seattle's hot, but I don't trust Seattle. So they could sneak in as a wild card. So if they slip in as that wild card over the Commanders, I don't think Philly wants to see them because they can be hot. They haven't had Hopkins. They're looking different right now. So that's a team I would be scared
and
of.
they're not having this week.
Right.
Okay, so first of all, I will tell you, as a fake Cardinal fan.
And then the Niners.
Cardinal fan.
Dude, they're not nothing scary. You think they're scary?
I think you need to worry about them in the first round.
They can't play no
defense. You need to worry
defense.
about them in the third round, but you need to worry about their first shot because they're going to come out swinging. Kyler might throw the ball 50 times that game.
So you would project right now, if you had to pick one to get that 7th seed, you would say the Cardinals would get it.
I would not want to play Air
Who would
Cardinals.
get it in the who would get that 7th seed? Commanders or Cardinals?
Cardinals.
You agree with
Y'all
that,
are
Brandon?
not getting that. Y'all can't get out that division.
Dude,
I do
in
not.
the AFC East has all 4 in the playoffs right now at this time.
I'm just saying, y'all can't get it. That's not going to happen by the end of the year. And by the end of the year,
I think the Cardinals are terrible. So,
I mean, I kind of, sort of like the Cardinals. Fuck them.
but I mean, honestly,
bomb, man.
the offense is awful, and
they don't seem together. When I look at Washington, them mugs look like they're getting together for some
and I was
weird
reading
reason.
somewhere.
Moore's coming back too.
I read somewhere they like playing with Colt more than they do with
I like
Tyler,
more
and I can see that.
In the game,
Long term.
everybody said the Cardinals were going to lose, and then Colt McCoy goes out there and wins.
Because he's not like a little punk bitch, probably.
And I'm
like Kyler.
starting to get with you with that, dude. I was a Kyler Murray fan, but I'm starting to jump off that hype train.
He might
All right,
not
so
be
let's get
good.
to the pretenders. Brandon, give me 2 pretenders. My 2 pretenders are, like Tommy said, Seattle. I think, they're division winners now. I think they're going to fall back to reality. And then my other one is Dallas. They're the number 6 seed right now. And I feel like if they don't beat Minnesota this week and they keep losing, they'll be 6-5. I think they're going to fall. They could fall out of it. What do you think, Brandon?
My 2 is in the same division as Dallas and the Giants.
Ooh, the Giants?
The Lions?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story, but you see them beating anybody in the playoffs?
No, I don't see them beat nobody in the playoffs, but I feel like they can get there. I don't think
Well,
Dallas
yeah,
has a
I mean,
chance
they
to
could.
fall out of the playoffs.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And right now,
Lions would
still
have to,
talk about
we
them
have to
being
like the
contenders.
team like the Lions would have to jump them. I don't think.
Go ahead, Tommy.
The
Who's your
Lions or somebody might have to jump
the
Dallas.
Lions?
They can come back and make a hot run. They're what, like 5-6 now?
Dude, no, they're not. They're like
No,
4 and something.
They're 3 and 6.
3 and something.
3-6. Who they play this week though?
Who cares?
Giants,
They play the
yeah.
Bears. Oh, no, the Bears play the Falcons. They play the Giants.
That's who it was. I knew it was. That was my suspect game. I think if they're 4-6 after this week, that's a different.
If we were 6-5
after beating the Giants,
the Lions. Wow.
they could be 4-6 after this week.
Who's your other?
And a win against the Giants.
Who's your other one? These are supposed to be pretenders. You said the Lions.
The Lions aren't pretenders. No. Oh, I thought you.
Pretenders,
you said
yeah.
you could hopscotch Dallas. I don't have Dallas as a pretender.
So you
the
think
Lions
Dallas
might be able to do
pretender?
that. They've got some games versus that division. They might be able to do that.
Am I confused, Brandon? Or is he? What's going on here?
Who's your pretender, you said?
Who's
The
your
Lions are
pretender
contenders.
teams?
No, pretender.
My
Yeah,
pretender teams. Oh, in the NFC?
Yeah.
Is
Tampa?
Shimon on the show?
Tampa. No. I went to my Dallas tangent. Sorry. Tampa and
Tampa's a pretender? Why?
because Tom Brady hasn't proven he's done anything other than 1 week, and I'm not saying
Well, like now,
like
8 Super Bowls.
he's got Super Bowls. I mean, this season's been horrible.
Nah,
He's
I know.
statistically horrible. But and it's not. I can't find a reason outside of him. Like, dude, you need to snap out of it. Your running game's a little uneven, but it's not bad.
Who's your other team?
The second team's Jets. Jets ain't
I
gonna
said
go.
NFC.
All right,
What is wrong with you?
Jets are in. Okay,
Just in the
NFC.
AFC.
yeah. I can't think of another NFC team that's bad that I could pick out. That's
Seattle?
solid.
Seattle.
No,
You
not
said
Seattle.
it
They could
before.
drop down the wild card, but they're not dropping out. They're not
So
dropping.
you're
Can they
telling
make
me,
a run?
hold on. So you're
They-
telling me the Cardinals, Seattle, and the 49ers would make it. All three of them.
Yes, they can all make it.
But
It would have to be piggyback.
Washington, the Giants, and the Cowboys can't make it.
No, Washington cannot make it, and the Giants and the Cowboys make it as well. Not happening. Not happening. One of those
I
teams.
can't wait to the second show because whenever we get into a heated
You're
debate
not
like
getting
this,
the wild card.
we never
You're not
really
getting
get to
two wild
battle
cards in
back.
that division.
But on the second show, I'm gonna get into your ass.
You're not getting
'Cause
two
we
wild cards out
got
of that
into
division.
one
I
game
don't know how
and
you're
you
trying to
just
frame it. But
I
there's no
can't
way I
wait,
can drop.
Tommy. I can't
I can
wait.
drop Washington. I can put Washington in that conversation.
All right, let's get to the AFC. All your teams are in there, AFC. We know what the rankings are right now. Miami's actually number 2 because they're leading the division. Who are the 2 scariest teams that can win the whole thing, Tommy? Regardless where they're at right now, you see them playing good football and they can excel to that next level. Who are those 2 teams
that can go to the next level and win right now?
That you're scared going forward? Going forward.
Kansas City.
Well, duh, Mug, they're number 1. I'm talking about you don't want to play them in the playoffs. You don't want to play them in the playoffs. Who does Kansas City not want to play in the playoffs?
Maybe
That nobody.
no, because you got Miami as Miami on that list of people you don't want to play.
Why not? They're on my list.
They're in my top 3. I can't put them in that list.
Yeah, you can.
Then Miami.
Because I'm not sure they're gonna win the division. They're winning it right now, but
they'll win that division. They'll win that division at this point. And I don't think New England can do anything in the playoffs on the road. The Jets are no faith, and I think they get in as well. I think the first round's boring as shit in the AFC.
Brandon, you agree with him, dude?
No,
Who is your 2 teams that you think are nervous?
No, the AFC West isn't performing.
That can make a run.
Right, regardless where they're at right now, that everybody sees the Chiefs as the top team.
Yeah.
Who is that team that can beat them the Chiefs don't want to see?
Well, obviously Buffalo, but I'm not gonna use that one.
And Miami.
I'm gonna say Baltimore can get hot and do things.
That's one of mine, Baltimore.
And
Maybe.
the Chargers can if they get healthy.
Oh, Brandon. There you go, Brandon.
I don't like the Chargers.
The Dolphins was easy.
One more game.
The Ravens. The Ravens and the Chargers are both getting hot. And
And
they're
if they
getting
get
healthy
healthy,
at the right time of the year. The Ravens are going to get all their damn running backs back. You
Which
know what I
one
mean?
runs
They're
the
going to
ball?
get players. They got dude on the defensive end that's starring. The Chargers are getting everybody back. That's why everybody's scared to pick the Chiefs to beat the Chargers as a bet because that could be a crazy game. It got moved. It got flexed to Sunday night for a reason. It got flexed there for a reason. Keenan Allen and Mike Williams coming back with Austin Eckler, Tommy. I'm saying Gerald Everett's going to play too. Them Chargers, be careful. Be careful what you wish for with those. The Dolphins are that team that nobody wants to play either because they can score at will. And when you can score in the playoffs, it's scary as shit. All right, so who's the pretenders, the teams that are in there? I know Tommy said something about the Jets still making it. You agree with that, Brandon? Who's your 2 that's not gonna be there?
I got the Jets as pretenders and Patriots.
Yep, that's my 2 too. That's my 2. Both of them are gone. AFC East are gone. Both of them.
But with their record, one of them is going to have a good record. Whoever wins.
And they play each other this week, which
I
we'll
know.
do in the next show. Tommy, you agree with that?
I mean, no, I absolutely. I think that you've got to include the Chargers, who aren't even in anything right now.
Chargers
winning.
are number 8 right now.
One of the worst defenses in the league. And then you can throw New England in as a pretender. I could see that one switching around for somebody else, but I don't think it's the Chargers. It would have to come out of. I'd have to see Jacksonville go on a run.
What?
Right.
Pulling out these teams from Jacksonville and the
They got a shitty division. They just got to get the wild card. They might have to get.
I mean, they can win the division.
They might have to get to
still.
like 9-7. You know, what is it now? 9-8.
I don't think 10-7.
They
will
hit
get you in
that,
the playoffs. I don't
and
know
they hit
why.
that, and the Chargers go 9-8. That's it. The Jacksonville
Tommy,
Jaguars get in.
This is why I
They
love
can
fucking
do it
with
in that
Tommy.
division.
This is why I love fucking with Tommy. A little bit ago, you just said the Titans were all this, and they could be all great, they could be super duper great. Now you're saying the Jaguars can win the division and shit.
No, I said they could come in as the wild card at 10.
How they gonna come in as the wild card? Do you see all these other teams above them? Did you forget about the
Chargers
Bengals?
could lose every
Did you
game.
forget about the Bengals?
We're at week 11, man. It's a whole nother week in this.
The Bengals, You say the Jets are going to make it? Are the Bills not going to make it? You said the Jets make it. The Dolphins and the Bills are definitely going to make it, right?
You could see
Bills
all three. The New England Patriots are the only one I see could flip that division. All the rest of them could make it, are almost in.
I don't think the Jets are going to make it.
They've got a good division record. They get by the Patriots today. That's the game the Patriots have to win. I think they do.
How are the Jaguars going to make it?
I don't think they're going to beat over the Colts. I think the Colts going to make it.
The Colts don't make it. The Texans
don't make it. I think they can make it.
10-6. The Chargers go 9-8, and they're the 8th seed now. Boom.
I don't think 9-8 gets you in the playoffs. I don't think 10-7 will go get you in the playoffs.
You're so
I think there's only one team in the AFC West that goes better than 9-8. That's the Kansas City Chiefs.
Only one team's probably, or two at the most, that will get in that division, though. So
the Raiders and the Broncos ain't, but we can easily beat the Chargers. We do it all the time.
Who, Denver can?
Yeah,
y'all can't easily score touchdowns. I don't know how
their defense, I got nothing we're scared of.
That's gonna be a 9-3 game Sunday.
Exactly.
You ready, Tommy?
I'm not saying we'll beat everybody, but the Chargers are not. They're nothing different.
Tommy, your boy Jerry Jeudy's out. Cortland Sutton's gonna be a star now. Is there anything that y'all can get in free agency to help y'all
next year? Yeah,
Is it too late this year? It's too late.
I see us making a couple of moves.
Is anybody gonna be gone? Is Jeudy gone? Because I think he's a little bitch now.
No, Jeudy's probably gone.
I don't think he's a bitch. I think I thought he tore his Achilles. I thought it was his Achilles the way it looked.
I think we're gonna let him hit the market, and I think he'll leave. We'll probably give him an offer. It might be like thank you, but he's gone. Maybe San Fran.
San Fran's got enough. Brandon, your team, the Dolphins. Y'all are in first place right now. Vegas still has y'all not winning the division.
Yeah.
1 to 10. What's your confidence factor that the Dolphins will win a division?
5.
5? That's it?
Yeah, we got to go to New England, to Buffalo, to
you already beat
Fran,
Buffalo.
Not in cold. We're the only one weather team in the cold weather division. We got to go up there late, play the cold. New England play the cold. Go to San Fran. Go to LA. So
that might be 4 losses for y'all. That might be 4 losses.
2 ain't lost yet, man. So,
no.
Hey, I got y'all. I got y'all like that. All right, so look, I'm gonna jump ahead of the Week 11 games. I want to get y'all's thoughts on the Thanksgiving games because I think these 3 games are pretty good. Finally, I think they're finally good. The only thing I miss, I like that AFC North rivalry shit for some reason. I like seeing the Steelers and the Ravens bloodbath or something like that.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Do the Bills get an advantage? Brandon?
Yes.
Playing in the Lions Stadium this week, and then on Thanksgiving they get to play them in the same week. Is that an unfair advantage?
It is, and that's why I feel like it's bullshit they even moved it because I knew they was gonna move it there. Because they play there Thursday.
Why did they go to Detroit?
Because they're playing there Thursday.
Make it easier because it's supposed to be a home
to make
game.
it easier for Buffalo and their poster boy quarterback.
Is that an unfair advantage, Tommy?
No, maybe next week.
So?
This week it's a hindrance. I think it balances out.
Yeah, but you're in the same stadium and all the different kind of things
next
going on.
Week, they're not supposed to be here. This week they're stuck in their homes in 8 foot of snow and going to be late. So they travel to Buffalo on a home game, and the NFL's like, all right, well, our Detroit on a home game. All right, we'll make it Detroit because since you're there next week, you won't have to travel. You guys can just stay around, practice, boom, boom, boom. It'll be right there. You'll be fine.
If you're a Detroit football fan, because you said they got a chance to make the playoffs, didn't you? Didn't you say that? Would you be mad that Buffalo is playing at your junk and then they coming to play you again? I'd be mad.
They might win more games in Detroit than Detroit might.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's kind of suspect. I don't know. I know it's for the fans to get there and all that kind of stuff. But my black ass is gonna be at JMU in that cold ass stadium in the morning watching JMU play. Ain't no people from JMU gonna be there because they all with their family. But I'm gonna be out there, so they should be in Buffalo playing in 6 feet of snow. Do like Lambeau and get that stuff off the field and play the game.
Yeah, they can clear it tomorrow.
Giants and Cowboys. The Cowboys finally actually play somebody that might make it a game. Tommy, Can the Giants beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Wow. With Saquon Barkley?
Yeah, you've got Saquon. He's leading the league, and Parsons has been neutralized recently. It sucks.
What? Parsons has been what?
Neutralized recently. You're talking like 3 games in this man's rookie.
Yeah, good Green Bay. I didn't even know he was playing.
Did he play? I thought he sat out. I thought he was Kawhi Leonard. I don't know, resting.
Yeah, and the game before that, it wasn't too easy on him either. But now I think
Von Miller's still playing for the Bills.
Von always takes a break. Von's been taking
he's taking a break.
He's been taking a break mid-season for probably 6 years.
Could have used him in that last game, bro.
Since this. But and that's to be expected. I do think he steps it up against Cleveland. I think they need this one. He kind of wants it.
I mean, we ain't talking about those games yet to the next episode. Brandon.
He beat the sack.
Can the Giants beat the Cowboys? If the Giants win this week and then they go on Thanksgiving and beat the Cowboys, are they a legitimate contender with the Eagles and the Vikings?
If they win these 2 games,
I still don't think they're a contender.
I don't either. But if they do win these 2, then I'll say, yeah, they can go to the Super Bowl.
I
don't see it happening, though. I think they'll keep it close with Dallas within 10.
You think Dallas wins again?
I think Dallas will win on Thanksgiving, yeah.
I'm curious to see what our thoughts going to be about Week 11, because I think we got some weird thoughts about that. I can't wait for that. The last game is the Patriots and the Vikings.
Where's it at?
It's in Minnesota.
Nah, it's a blowout.
Is that the Patriots debacle? Or is that them trying to make the playoffs? I mean, what is it? It's a primetime game, and Kirk Cousins in primetime.
I don't think they can shut down Justin Jefferson. I don't think they can.
I don't
think they can shut down a true one. They can shut down the scheme. Like if Miami comes out there and tries to beat him on crossing routes and winging people open, they might not win. But if they go out and just try to beat him with Tyreek Hill, they'll line him up.
Dude, it's the Patriots versus the Vikings.
I know. I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. That's what New England's weakness is. They can't guard a star.
So do you think, and we all know Bill Belichick tries to take away your number one strength. So you're saying they're going to take away Justin Jefferson and not Dalvin Cook?
They cannot take away Justin Jefferson. So they're going to be forced to play they can't take away a true one. They used to be able to, but there's 3 or 4 guys in this league right now New England can't take away. There happens to be one in their division as well.
Who is that? Hill?
Maybe Diggs.
Probably Diggs.
Might be 2.
Hill, I must start having to eat some crow about Tyreek Hill, yo.
I mean, Keith Fred is the best receiver in the league, and I don't know if I can argue he might be the best receiver in the league.
I don't think he's the best receiver in the league.
He might break Calvin Johnson's record. You know what I mean?
In a different way.
It's so I mean, I'm just like
I watched Johnson's
but he might be one of the scariest players in the league with the ball.
Right, he's 5'10", I mean.
Jesus Christ. He's like a hiccup, yo. He's like a hiccup. So next episode, fellas, we going through where we were right, where we were wrong, bets, picks, sleepers. It was actually really close. And we're gonna see what's up. We're gonna see what's up with that. You anxious to see who was right? Who was wrong?
I probably bombed. I don't know.
I think I have a pretty good feeling about what I was right about. I didn't even
read it off my picks. I did really bad on my picks. My worst week so far on picks. So I dropped the full K.
Tommy, you still agree that the Steelers' offense is worse than the Raiders?
Yes.
You still believe that?
That the Steelers' offense is worse than the. Oh my gosh, I don't think they have a quarterback.
Just because of the players? Is that what you're saying?
I think I would take Pickett over Carr. Honestly.
What?
I'll take Carr.
Tell me what Carr can do for you, man. I mean,
let me ask you a question. Brandon. Do you think the Steelers regret pulling Trubisky so quick and putting in Pickett?
I think they regret when they put him in. They put him in. His first game was
at Buffalo.
Well,
he came in against somebody in the Jets.
And then at Miami, and then Philly, and then the Bucks, and then the Saints. I mean, it wasn't easy, man. That's not easy.
Tommy? Or are you saying go with it?
Nah, I mean, that's probably just a little too tough on him.
All right, so are we at a point right now that people can get off of Miami for drafting Tua ahead of Justin Herbert? Because, I mean, that was something that we talked about for a long time. Like, Miami stupid as hell taking Tua instead of Herbert. Is Tua closing that gap now?
I mean, he's got a better record since he's been in the league. He's done more.
I'm not a big Justin Herbert fan.
Ooh.
I mean,
I think he's got
Herbert
a great arm
good.
talent, but I've seen Phillip Rivers come out there and do the same thing. I haven't seen him win yet.
Now, is that a product of him, or is it a product of being a Charger?
Was it a product of Rivers, or was it a product of the seven?
No, I mean,
I
No, I think so. I do think some people struggle to win, and I'm not saying Justin Herbert don't have the ingredients. Phillip had the ingredients, but he just struggled to win. And
y'all think, and I always dog Brandon about Alabama, but their culture breeds success. And you know what I mean? So you start looking at it, you're like, Tua, okay, you went to Alabama. We question whatever, but he's winning.
he wins. I don't even like it.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah, we question all these different things, but you win. Herbert went to Oregon, didn't win much. You know what I mean? We start looking at these other, like you said, Phillip Rivers. Where Rivers go? He went NC State. They ain't win much. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I wonder if that plays a part in it. What y'all think or no?
Well, the coaching and teaching you, I mean, Saban can teach you to be a leader. And I don't know who coached Oregon when Justin Herbert was there. But
I don't know. I don't know about Saban coaching nothing, because when he was a Miami Dolphin, he was nothing. He put his ass between his legs.
He almost took us to the playoffs with Gus Frerotte, bro.
Away. That's what happened with Saban.
He almost took us to the playoffs.
He couldn't buy players to come out there when he went to the NFL when the players were already thought he couldn't do shit. So go ahead, Saban.
He took a 2-14 team to 9-7.
Brandon, I'm just a hater. Brandon, I'm just a hater.
He's the GOAT.
I'm a hater because my team never can live up to y'all. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. Rellism Raw Sports Talk, episode 138, part 1. We got the EA Sports show coming back. Sports. We doing week 10 recaps where we were right and wrong. Week 11, listen to us, because we put, I'll tell you what, there's some stuff that was said that would have won some money. Some sleepers, some picks. I know I'm winning some money out here doing things. Thank you, GM Tommy. Thank you, Brandon. HNIC. See y'all back in a few minutes. Thank y'all, guys.